Hello everyone and welcome to a freeform video. Today we're going to watch some books that are out of print, maybe for a good reason, and just generally old books that are very interesting. I have my Coke here, got my poison here. I'm not gonna upload videos for a while. I'm gonna concentrate on other efforts in my, I'm gonna concentrate on something else. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I decided to do one more video, and I want to show you some very interesting books. This is a members list of the Finnish Freemasons from 1985, and I just thought, let's take a peek what's here, because this is very interesting to me. I think I actually checked it already beforehand. There's the different booths of the Freemasons, and it's for me what the impression I got from this, that these people are really just these. These are not the real people in power. These are really these tryhards, or people who are involved in the county corruption with their little financial schemes. There's not really. I don't see the names of these big. I see some familiar names, some big names, that members of the family branches of the nobles, but I don't really see anyone really big here. And this is what life has been for in feudalism for thousands of years. There are few nobles who have all the political offices. They have all the finances. They have all the land and everything. So it's not out of place that there's a small elite that has everything in their hands. But these are a little bit tryhards, in my opinion. When I look at the names, they're not really revealing to me. It must be some other branch, some some other branch that is controlling the world, because this is not very impressive. We actually have here other lodges from around the world, and there's some sort of diplomats apparently from Finland there, and so forth. And yeah, this is very interesting. I don't know, people in Arizona. Are you familiar how Lee Barron family is part of the Freemasons? Or Arkansas, the Dixons are part of the Freemasons. California is a very it doesn't have any like representatives to. It's the California Lodge is apparently a very closed one, because it doesn't exchange representatives. I've seen the Israeli Lodge here, and it also exchanges opens up a little bit more, but not apparently this one. But yeah, in New York, there's only Finnish ones in New York. Montana, yeah, Maine. I don't know. And I also found the Israel Lodge here. There's Australian Lodge there. There's the Chapmans. Oh my God. Not the Chapmans. And Asia. I saw the Israeli here also. Maybe I went past through it already, but there's a lodge in Israel, of course. Yeah, and these are the names. It's not really impressive to me. It's a nice little booklet, and there was a little. I like these things. These little calendars, like what you have to remember as a Freemasons to join these meetings, whatever they do there. Yeah, and if your information is incorrectly, if you have wrong the title there, then you have to send this one to them, and they will correct it. Yes, stuff like that. Let me check a little bit if I'm. Yes, I'm recording. I'm recording properly. Yeah, well, that's this book. It was a nice little find I got from a second-hand bookshop. So keep your eyes open what you find there. Then I want to show you. Let's look a little bit these things that you cannot look either today. This is my school biology book, and this is like the first chapter is about the genders, the secondary gender things, and this I don't know. I'm waiting to see what when my children get older, like what kind of books they have in biology. Will they teach this stuff anymore there or not? But it's very interesting that you don't really talk about these hormones and effects on the human body and creating this sexual differences. But very interesting. Good thing I have not scribbled anywhere here. I was quite older at this point, but when I was younger, that's what we did in Finland. We scribbled, skulls and penises and swastikas everywhere. Girls did hearts, but boys did, a little bit nasty stuff. But it didn't mean nothing. I didn't, even though I did swastikas and penises on my school books, I didn't become gay or Nazi. So it's good for you to know in this place where you this in these times of time. And then I want to show you another one. This is a little bit of racy stuff. This is a dictionary with well, not dictionary. It's a, what do you call this? This is the N part. N here is the, you can find it here. Guess what this is about? Yeah. They say the word is they have been oppressed so much that some people think this word is oppressive, but the author says that there's no other word to describe all of them. So, yeah, this is what it is about. You cannot find this at school books anymore. This is not a school book. This is I forgot the English word, but it's not. It is kind of dictionary with with. God, I really have lost the English word. I guess most of you English speakers also, because you don't make books like this anymore. But I have a lot of these old books, and they are very, very interesting because there's a lot of this old technology here and old explanations to everything. I think this is like when the nuclear war comes or the solar flare, flames up, we're gonna lose all the digital information. But look at me, I have it all here. I have it all here. And this is a very good, I like to read these through just to expand my knowledge on everything. And they're very comfortable books. You can go from the whole alphabets reading these. Are these dictionaries? What word am I missing here? I'm not gonna start this video all over because I'm missing one word. Well, you tell me in the comments what this is. Let's get the algorithm going. Okay, that was let's see, what else do I want to show you? That was a little bit of the forbidden world. But let's look at this one. This one I got for free in the public library. They have this book section where they give away books that nobody wants anymore. And this is a very small book from the 50s. It's about the painter El Greco, the Greek. And this is a very nice book. Very nice book. It has the history of El Greco. There's nothing written. I also like to read if there's something written down here. There's usually something very... That's the shame thing about books going away. When there's something, this is a gift for you. I hope you remember this forever. But people just put them away. But this is, again, a very nice book. There's even some color pictures here. This is amazing. When the war comes, this is from 1950s. It has survived so many years, and here it is for us to see. And it will survive after if the digital age ends. We will have always this book somewhere, and somebody can look at these beautiful pictures. Yes, it's a shame that we don't print anymore this good books like this. Everything is digital form. But wow, El Greco, you should really look into. A very, very great painter. Very great painter. You will enjoy it very much. Yes. Then I want to show you a little bit. This this is a good one. I want to show you this one. I bought this second-hand shop. Didn't know what it was. I was interested about the demographics and the wars on the demographics. B. Urlanis. Well, I found out quite when in the first words I read that Soviet Union has never started a war. It is not an imperial power. And then I found the author's name. It is Boris Urlanis. So this is a propaganda. It ends with the Soviet Union. It starts with the Soviet Union never starting wars, and it ends in that Soviet Union will end all the wars. And it is, I don't know how the demographic data, can I trust it when it's so full of this Soviet propaganda? But this is very interesting soft power from the Cold War era that Finland faced. I don't think many people who would take this book would know that this is just information book like that. The rest, what I showed earlier, but you know, they have all this many books about different topics, and you will say, oh, this is, of course, I will civilize myself. Well, will you civilize yourself, or are you taking propaganda? And I like that there's something here in the first part. Yes, the translation has received some funds from the Finnish Veterans Union. So I don't know, the mostly like during the Cold War, the communists took over all the unions and everything, had this cultural power and really manipulated everything. So they probably gave some money for it, and now they're using this one to, you know, really sell it to you that this is veterans, you know, this is, take this propaganda in. It's to give more authority to this book, but it is in my I just couldn't read it because it was, the guy is such a communist, Russian communist. Can't stand that. I'm a good Finnish boy. I don't take stuff like that. No. And yes. Well, then I'm gonna have a little bit of Let's go. Actually, before that, let's take a look at something else. This is Finnish manual, soldier's manual from my time in the army. Like every man in Finland, well, every straight man in Finland, I serve in the army, and you know, this is something I read quite a bit. I just wanted to show you what it is like, this main manual. This is what we did when there was something to be done. We always had to read the ranks. When there was some sort of line somewhere, we had to wait something. Then we had to read the ranks and practice this, and you know, do stuff like this. So it's kind of worn out, but it's my edition. It brings me memories. I wanted to show you for nostalgia reasons for that one. Then I want to show you a little bit of different stuff. This is Antichrist from Daniel the Daydaism. It is basically this Finnish Lutheran priest who is not member of the real Lutheran Church. Can you give me a second? This is my son's phone that is ringing. Yes, I'm back. Just a little zoom into the devil, and let's get out of the devil. And yeah, this is a very good book about. I'm really glad I read about Antichrist and what the Bible says about it, and all the different conceptions about it, how they have like formed out. It's really good. It's really good. And Petri Hiltunen is not a member of the Finnish Lutheran Church. He is a separate branch that's separated in the end of 2000s, when they started to let females to be priests, and they didn't agree with that. So they are this conservative Lutheran foundation trying to uphold the institution of the Christ in Finland, in my opinion. But it's very interesting. Very interesting. If you're not, it's very interesting to read, and stuff like that. Then I want to show you something like this. It is a book on family research when you want to do that in Finland, and it is really a very important one if you're doing family research, because it's really hard to read this. There are priests who do this, collect this demographic data basically, and it is very hard to read their read the handwriting. So this is a very useful book for that one. Also, the language is you read 18th century language. It is very different to the modern language, their terms and everything. So even if you are Swedish, and everything was written in Swedish because we were part of the Swedish kingdom, and they were the nobles, were not born in Finland, so everything, it was really a power structure. It's basically, even if my ancestor was called a Finnish name, he would have they would write down a Swedish name of my ancestor's name, and that's what they did to everyone. It showcases what kind of power language is, written language is. And if the Native Americans, for example, would have developed a written language, a written alphabet, and they would have documented their oral storytelling, I think they would have much more richer culture today than what they have now, where they have the little fragments left. That's the power of books. And the power of books, once again, people say art does not. There's this stupid argument that art is art. It doesn't really matter. Let me take some Coke. Art for the art's sake, which is a stupid argument. We are really these Pavlovian dogs. When something happens in the culture and in our consciousness, in our geist, we totally take it in and believe into it, and it all becomes true to us. Mr. Runeberg here is a Finnish poem writer who really built up the nationhood, and his artwork really changed the world with these poems that created the Finnish nationhood. And the Finnish soldier who just gives his life for his country, for honor. That is it's really powerful symbolism. But this is how world works, Nowadays we have somebody saying, well, I might be autistic and I must be transgender, and they go like, yeah, of course, yeah, everyone, yeah, they believe in it. Maybe I am also. And then this is how world works. When The Sorrows of the Young Werther was published, it was this romantic hero who made a suicide. Soon there were everywhere in Europe these suicides by the young men. We are really a Pavlovian dogs. We just take in what comes for us, and yeah, it is really amazing. This is 1848 published many of these. This was a great national uprising in Europe that failed, and in Finland during this time there was this great national book by this Runeberg, and it really changed the landscape, the national landscape. And I would say there would be no Finnish nationhood without this man and his poetry. That we don't understand it today, but everything is a concept basically. Like I said, we take in what comes for us. We're like, that's why marketing works. That's why commercials work. We really believe that stuff. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, and that's how important art is. Because if you're gonna take in what's coming there for you. If you gotta be a smart boy. All right, and then I want to show you this one. This is The Last Poet Singers. I haven't still managed to read this one. I got this old book once again. This is not in print, but this is about the old poet singers, how they gathered the last poet singers who still did oral poetry, and how they gathered these tales and so forth. It's it will be a very nice book, but this is something very beautiful. This is from the lost era. when there was a nationhood being built. It's a really beautiful book. I wanted to show you that. I want to show you how world can be. This is a. I wanted to read from this one. This is. I like, by the way, when I have these books, I buy these new books, second-hand books. There's always these nice things inside of them. Some old stuff here that have been used as bookmarks. That's a nice, nice computer from Dell. That's amazing. Dell computer. Wow! Remember, you could buy it from mail. Amazing. There was actually a Faust tale I wanted to read you. It's an infinite money glitch. Once again, that's why you should really follow this channel, because you get something good like an infinite money glitch from here. Let's see. It's about some devil. I don't know. I guess I should have taken it out for first for ready here. Yeah, well, I cannot find it. Basically, if you meet that, you should go when it's a New Year's. You should go and go see the devil on the crossroads. Sell him a cock, a rooster, and the rooster, you have to bargain for it and have to ask big money for it. And just wait, the devil will give in and will give you the money. And then when you have the money, you should always leave like a little bit of it left, so it will always multiply by itself. Yeah, you take that. That is Santa Claus, by the way. Very different. This is why it's so hard to understand traditions and what it was before. The new concepts of what we have now is very hard to understand. So stuff like that, it's hard to understand, like that Dell computer that you can mail order. This is again a very old book. I found a very good book about forest finns. This is the author Gotland. He could have been the nationhood father like Elias Lönnrot, who wrote Kalevala, but unfortunately things didn't work out. He was quite a hard man to work with, apparently, so he never got far away in academia, but he was a brilliant man. His work on forest finns is so important because we know so much about these ancient customs because of him. Very important person to my videos. And another important person to my videos, you've probably seen the video I made about this one. It is about the Tsalaruga cave paintings. The professor who made this work died while doing it, so he never got to finish it. So that's a real shame. Because he was really into something. And these cave paintings that they have in this book is amazing. And this is basically the god of Venus, Lemminkäinen, chasing the moose, and it is his two which we see in the star sky, because they are written I have the video about it, but these are belt of Orion, and the Ottawa is here and stuff like that. Really good stuff. You should maybe check the video about it, then check it out. Okay, and this is actually something I use. This is one of the books I use, but I also use a dictionary, because it is, when you read this old Finnish poetry, it is very archaic and hard to understand. So I need a translation, basically. And when you read for example, the English version of Kalevala, it is very nicely written. It is you cannot understand how hard it is for a Finn to read it, because you're getting a very nice version of it. But there's so many double meanings and everything there, old tools that you don't understand, old items you don't understand. So that's why you really need a dictionary for that work. If anyone says that they understand it without dictionary, they're lying to you. And this is what I'm reading currently. It's Kierkegaard, Søren Kierkegaard. I really like this book. I actually like how much old stuff again I found from this one. The receipt from 2001, and there's I don't know what code that is, but look at how Look how the number 2 is written there, like the old way. I like that. Obviously, what I make from the bookmarks, the previous owner didn't finish this book because it is quite hard book to read. But I'll make a video about it, this one later. We're running out of books. We got 3 books left. This is Topelius, for example. Again, what the Finnish literature is important. This is an old book. I have a new version of it also, but this is one of the original prints. I like to collect these. This is like, it tells you somewhere in the 19th century, you think, what the hell is that country, Finland, in there in the map? And this will tell you what it is. Really beautiful book. It once again showcases how important for civilization, for nationhood, the idea of a written language is. You cannot go without it. It's very important. This is just, I haven't played solitaire since I was a kid, and I was just thinking, if war comes and I have a deck of cards, do I know how to play solitaire anymore or any other games? So I'll just book this one. There's not many pictures there, so it'll be, but I think I can manage. I'm a smart man. I think I can manage to play cards if I want. But I wanted to buy this one, something you don't get anymore, for example. And for the last, I want to show you a really nice print of a. I think I have to. Sorry, we're gonna go black out again to my dirty carpet. Oh, let's see. What we have here? We have here the pre-work of Kalevala. We have this, poem collection of poems, Finnish poems, and it is a really nice collection of poems and really nice illustrations. You don't get these nice illustrations anymore. It's about these different poems. I'm just that really nice, really beautiful, and in original format. They are not like edited like in Kalevala in this epic format. They're just different sections of poems, and yeah, really nice, really nice. I wanted to just show you the illustration, how nice book I have, what a pretty book I have. Well, that's for it today. I'm really gonna take a little bit of break from YouTube. The sip of cola. Well, that's a perfect time to. I think I said this guy that he's not home, but yeah, that's a really perfect time to end it all. And I may end it all, end the video. Have a pleasant day, and remember how nice books there are in the world. You might find something forbidden knowledge from the books that you cannot find on internet or digital era anymore. So you should really try it. Yeah, buy books. Leave this for your children, and you leave them so much knowledge. Okay, have a nice day.